twins. Have you seen twins? Have you seen triplets? What is special or similar about them? Do you think the parents can tell the difference between the twin brothers or twin sisters? What is similar about them? What is different about them? And how do you know? How do you find out? And do twins have some traits from their father and some traits from their mother? Is it both the twins have the same characteristics from the mother? Have you heard of twins who are not looking like each other? Are you aware of a festival that is conducted where all the twins gather? That's an interesting place to be. Everybody will be a twin and you don't know who is who. Environment. Many things we get by birth, we get from our parents. Much more we get from the environment. Many things we get by birth from our parents, but much more we get from the environment. We learn from our family, we learn from our school, we learn from our friends. We learn from our family, school and friends. Our upbringing and society teaches us a lot. Our upbringing and society teaches us a lot. For example, we learn a language from our neighbors. If you live in a place where people speak a different language from your mother tongue, if you live in a place where the people speak a language which is different from the language that you study in your school, then you pick up that language. For example, people living in France will definitely learn French. Whether you are using French at home or whether you are using French at school, you will learn French because your neighbors, people on the street, whomever you meet will be speaking French. So just the way people pick up a language. Likewise, the love for art is also picked up because of the people around you. So if you live in a place where everybody likes music, if you live in a place where everybody loves dance, if you live in a place where everybody likes a football or cricket, you will automatically start loving it, liking it and playing that game. So that is how you pick up from the environment. So just because you are a very good football player, not necessarily your father or mother should have been a football player, but because you pick it from the environment. So there are things that you pick up from your family, there are things that you pick up from your school or friends or community, and there are things that you get automatically by birth from your parents. So think about what are all characteristics you have, how you behave yourself, how you look and what you do. So from your body, from your mind, from your behavior, list down which you got from your parents and which you got from your school or friends or community or family. Some things are funny. Some people can move their ears. Can you? Can you ask your other family members to do so? Some people can rotate their eyes, see on 360 degrees. Especially dancers can move their eyes like it can move everywhere. Some people can touch the wrist with a thumb. Can you try? If you can you ask your family members also try? So these are not traits, these are some skillful activities. Now there is a famous scientist called Gregory Mendel. Actually, he was not able to become a teacher because he could not study science properly and write and pass the exam. But he is very famous because he did a lot of experiments with the plants in the church. What he found is that there are 2-3 types of plants, but then there is no mixture. For example, it is either smooth or green, smooth or rough seeds, either a green or yellow color, or a tall or short plant among the peas. There is no in between. And then in the next generation to next generation, a particular trait grows on increasing. For example, yellow will keep on increasing or tall will keep on increasing, but it is never a mixture. That is what he found out. This is the way we understand about traits of not only plants. From this we learned about traits of animals and human beings. So we know what might happen, and we know that something in between can never happen. Now most importantly, diseases. Polio is a disease of the bone where the leg or hand looks disfigured when it is affected. People are not able to walk properly, or people cannot hold something if they are affected by polio. Polio happens when you are very small. There is a pulse polio mission that happens, for example, in India in February, March, where a drop medicine is given when you are in child, and 2 to 3 times they give when you are 2 years old, when you are 5 years old, 7 years old. And by this polio, you will never get the disease. This is an immunization. Immunization means a medicine given to make you immune to the virus that causes this disease. Immunization is a medicine given to make you immune so that the virus does not affect you and cause you disease. Leprosy is also a disease. For example, the skin is discolored, then the skin goes away, then the muscles there goes away, and then the bone also goes away, and so you will be left with a portion of the hand or leg not with you. These are diseases. These are curable diseases. These are not traits. These will not be passed down from father to son or mother to daughter. So these are not traits. So traits are certain characteristics, how you look, how you behave, what you do. This you get from your parents. Sometimes you learn the traits, you learn the habit, you learn the characteristic from your family or from your friends or from your community or from your school. So these are learned traits. For example, playing cricket or dancing. So there are learned traits, there are given traits by birth. Some are diseases, not traits. Some are funny. And twins have a separate type of behavior, a separate type of similarity in their looks and in their conduct. So this is what we have seen in this session. Thanks for watching the video.